Hey everyone, it's Jen at Ink Paper Rubber. I am back a little bit later than I had thought. I got a little bit sidetracked, but I decided I definitely did want to go ahead and do this today. This way, if you make purchases, especially if you're going to have them shipped, but even if not, I can combine all your purchases from our earlier video, from this video, and from our classroom clearance video that we're going to have tomorrow at 2 o'clock. So definitely decided that I wanted to go ahead and try and get this in. This one is going to work much like our first one did. I'll go over that again in case you missed out on our earlier video today. All these products are for sale. These are all brand new products. Most of them I have more than one, so it's, I've got several, so not just one of them, but I can meet the needs of several people. What you need to do is I'm going through the video. I will show you the products. I will tell you the name and the price. If there's something that you want to purchase, go ahead and comment on this video. Tell me the name of the product and comment sold. And then I will be sending you a PayPal invoice. I'm going to wait and send those all tomorrow after our classroom clearance sale so that we'll combine everything together. If this is your first purchase from one of our Facebook Live videos, after the video is over, you need to go ahead and send me a message. Click on the send message button and just send me a message. That will be a private message, though no one else will see it. You can tell me your email address where I can send your PayPal invoice. And if you want your product shipped, just put ship in there. And again, I will combine everything from our earlier sale, from this sale, from our Facebook Live together tomorrow in a single invoice, and that way if we're shipping we can combine the shipping. So let's go ahead and get started. I got a shipment from Picket Fence and I wanted to share that with you. Before I do that, I have one non-Picket Fence product I want to show you. This actually came in last Saturday. It was a back-ordered item, and I know some of you had asked me, we had the sample and had asked me about it, and we did get it in. This is a die set from Poppy Stamps. It is the Adriana pop-up easel set. The die set is $33, but I tell you what, this is a really great value because look at everything that you get. If I can get rid of the glare. So you can see that big piece in the back is the base piece, and I have a sample I'll show you here in a minute. It'll make more sense. Then you have the other piece that cuts out, that's a layering piece to your base. You have this ornate centerpiece that has the oval, solid oval center, and then it has the leaves and berries coming out from it. And then you get three smaller pieces. You can see one up there at the top and two at the bottom. And this is designed to make a pop-up easel card. So there you can see a sample of it. And here I actually have an in-person sample of it. Really beautiful. You can see this is done with some of the new Memory Box glitter papers. So what you get is you get this whole card base. Let's see if I can get back a little bit. That makes this easel card. So all this blue is the base of it. Then you get this piece. They've used it as a liner on the inside, and they've also used it as a backer here on the outside. This piece that has the solid oval center and the leaves and branches and berries. And then this sample doesn't have the other little pieces, but those are the pieces that you can use so that when you open your easel card up, it has something to prop up against and stay open. So this again from Poppy Stamps, the Adriana pop-up easel set. You get 6 dies in it, and it is $33. So a really, really great value. All right, let's now jump into Poppy Stamps. Some of this are things that we got restocked on. Some of them are new. A few things we already had in store, but I pulled them because they work so well with other things. First of all, we got more of the stamp scrubbers in. These are really great. We keep selling out of them. The stamp scrubber is $9. It is designed to clean your stamps. You can use it to clean other things, your Misty, your acrylic blocks. You get it wet. It has a little bit of a nubbly surface. You can see there it kind of looks like artificial turf. And I can tell you, we have finally pulled one and used it in the classroom, and it does an amazing job of cleaning your stamps. That is the stamp scrubber, and it is $9. We also got back in the Peacock Beauty Dye. This dye is $23. Hey there, Jan. It cuts out the rectangular frame and then all this beautiful detail on the inside. And I know it's a little bit difficult to tell exactly what that looks like when you look at the dye. So why don't you have a look at a sample card? This is one that we did in class. We cut the dye out of black, and we adhered it to some of our white glitter paper, and then we came in with our alcohol markers and colored, hey there Bobby, colored right on top of the glitter paper. If you didn't know you could do that, you absolutely can. You have to use your alcohol markers, not your water-based markers, but it colors beautifully on top of that glitter paper, and then you have your own colored glitter paper. So that is the Peacock Beauty Dye, and that is $23. We also have the stained or the glass window rainbow dye, and this one doesn't look like all that much. Hey there, Katie, welcome back. When you look at it here, it's a rectangular die and cuts out all these little openings, but you can do such stunning things with it. Going to try and get a good picture here for you to account for the glare. Here we have used it on this card, and our background is an alcohol ink background, and then we have cut the die out of gold mirror paper and layered it on top. Absolutely beautiful. That is the glass window rainbow die, and it is $23. Just an aside, both of these last two dies are A2 card size. I also wanted to show you, hey Mary, got two Marys on here, is we got back in this sentiment set. It is called Seriously, Literally, Always. Let me move some stuff out of my way. My table's starting to get crowded here. And this set is $15. This has a lot of really good sentiments on it. Some of them are a little bit kind of more snarky, but there's some really nice ones, some really uplifting ones. Hey there, Sally. And you can see this very last one here, you are an absolutely positively amazing human being, is one that we used on this card here with the glass window rainbow die. All right, some of these next things are new things. Some of them, they actually came out a while ago, and I've been really working hard trying to get them in. They've been on back order for a while, and they finally came in. These next few sets are really great. This is a set that is called Walk, Crawl, or Run, and primarily you can see it has this large sneakers on here. Kind of look like maybe some old Chuck Taylors or something like that. And then there are some really nice sentiments on here. See if you can get so you can read those. Every walk involves a few puddles. Sometimes life and shoes can both stink. I think we can all relate to that right now. Your path to happiness is paved with choices. Reaching a goal is important, but so is the walk. Follow your dreams, crawl, walk, or run, take the next step. We believe in you. Shoes and rainbows have a lot in common, but most importantly, they come in all colors. So, oh no, electricity went out because of the wind. It is windy out there, I do know that. So, this set is called Walk, Crawl, or Run. It is a clear stamp set, and it is $20. I do have some online samples to show you of some of these, and I will show you those. I think we'll go ahead and do all of those at the end. So Walk, Crawl, Run stamp set is $20. This next one is a little mini set. It is called Every Good and Perfect Gift. It is $10 for the set. It is a clear set. You can see it's all sentiments. This little light of mine, Jesus loves you. You are a child of God. Every good and perfect gift is from above. Let your light shine. He is with you always. So this is Every Good and Perfect Gift stamp set, and it is $10. This next one is probably one of my favorites. Won't surprise a lot of you that know my taste and my style. It is a silhouette set, and so it works good with lots of backgrounds, which are really my jam. This set is called Watercolor Trees and Bushes. It is a clear stamp set. It's part of their Scene Builder line, and you can see we have two separate stamps that have trees on them. We have this stamp down here that looks like it can be bushes or it can even be the ground, and then we also have some sentiments: dream it, believe it, create it, live it, happiness blooms from within, good things take time to grow, and P.S. I love you. This one is Watercolor Trees and Bushes, and it is $20. Next I have, let me show you this last stamp set. We've had it for a while, but I have a really great sample to show you with it, so I thought I would let you know that I have it. This is part of their Beautiful Girls line. This one is the Eiko Girl, E-I-K-O. This is a stamp and die set. It is $20 for both. It has the single girl stamp, and then it has a die that cuts her out, and that set is $20. All right, next I have some stencils to show you. The first one is the Funky Leaves stencil. We have had this one for a little while, but again, I'm going to show you some really nice samples with this one here. This one is $7, and it is the Funky Leaves stencil. These next two, again, are some that I have been trying to get in for a while, and they were on back order. This one here is the Fancy Flourishes stencil, and it is $7. It is gorgeous. It certainly is fancy and flourishy. And this one is great because you get both parts of it, of the stencil. I really would consider this to be more of a mask. This one is the Artsy Son stencil, and it is $6. And as I mentioned, you get two pieces there, that great sun, and then you also get a mask for the center of it so you can use it or not as you see fit. And as I mentioned, we're going to have some samples coming up here. But first of all, I want to show you the last thing that we got in, and that is the paper glazes. Some of you may have remember we got these 2 or 3 weeks ago. We sold out of the ones that we got almost instantly. I didn't get all of them. I wanted to try them out and see what I thought of them. And they are absolutely amazing. They are gorgeous. Here you can see they are a paste, and they work great with stencils. I'm sure that there's lots of other things you could do, but they're really great with stencils. They work just like any other embossing or molding paste. Put them on with a palette knife, and what I love about them is you can see they have this really beautiful shine and sheen to them. The other thing that I like is they're really flexible. So a lot of times when you do this, they're really stiff, and if you try and bend it, it will crack. And you can see how nice and flexible this is. That was done using the Funky Leaves stencil, and I'm pretty sure that was done with the leaf green paper glaze, which we have in. Let me show you all the colors we have, and then I'll show you some samples. We have the Daffodil Yellow. This one we did get this one in the first go round, and it was one of the most popular ones. This one is called Ocean Poppy. Really beautiful sheen in that. This one is more of a royal blue. It is called Cornflower Blue. This one is a really nice bright pink, and it is called Peony Pink. We're coming up on the time when those peonies are going to be blooming, and that is a perfect name for that. This one was also really popular in the first go around. This is Agapanthus Purple. The rest of these, I think I had all of those colors before, but these are colors here that I have not had before. First of all is Snowdrop White. And remember, this is going to be different than your regular embossing paste because it has that really beautiful sheen to it. This one is called Black Pansy, and you may wonder why you would want black, but wait till I show you some samples with that. Really gorgeous. This one is Succulent Green. So it's a little bit between, just to give you a comparison, on the left there we have the fern, or the leaf green, then the succulent green, and then we have, sorry, put your hand in front of the lens, and then we have the ocean poppy. So it has a little bit of blue in it, not as much as the ocean poppy, but definitely more than the leaf green. Then we also have the marigold orange, and this one is called golden rose. Absolutely beautiful. And this one might be my favorite one. I didn't know till I saw it that it would be. This one is called fern green, and it is a gorgeous olive green, and you can see some of that gold in there. I think that one is going to be absolutely gorgeous made up. So, as I mentioned, these work great with stencils. You can do them on just regular cardstock if you want, like we have here. This is just regular black cardstock. But look what happens when you use them on glitter paper. So these are all some of the glitter papers that we carry and using various stencils. This is the ocean poppy color. So you can see there in the background we have all that beautiful glitter paper. Here is that same funky leaves stencil done on some green glitter paper. So you can see how different it looks depending on what you do it on. And here is a stencil done with the agapanthus purple. Sorry, is everybody else seeing it? I'm not having any issues. Mine looks like it's going okay, so hopefully everybody is seeing this just fine. Maybe somebody can comment if it is looking okay for them. I just wanted to show you some of the colors of glitter paper that we have that I think would look really, really great with these. Here you can see is the onyx, and that's kind of a really deep gray. I think that would be awesome with that black pansy. Here we have some gold. That would be really nice with that golden rose. Okay, good. Here we have a really pretty yellow glitter paper. That would look great with the daffodil yellow. This one is lovely pink. That would go with the pink peony. And I think this is a brown, and we don't have any brown. I think there is one. I'm not sure. I thought that I ordered that. It must have been out of stock. So I think this one would be really gorgeous with some of the other colors, like maybe to use the gold on that one to get some contrast. All right, let me go ahead and show you just a few samples of some of these goodies here. Well, got to get to the right spot. Okay, so here we go with that walk, crawl, run. Somebody that did this one has some really mad coloring skills. That is absolutely amazing. Here is another one with a different color. Here is the watercolor trees. I love this one with all the bright colors in there. I never would have thought to do that. Looks like they just inked with some water-soluble inks and then sprayed and stamped. Really great idea. Here is probably more of what I envisioned when I saw this. Just gorgeous. It looks like an ink blended background there. I just want to scroll through some pictures because there's some really amazing ones, but you can go really simple with it. Just stamp the trees in different colors of green. Here's another kind of really watercolory look. Just do a little part of it. You don't have to use the whole stamp. That's gorgeous. Another beautiful, beautiful sample. And again, kind of a watercolored look. So love that set. So many possibilities with that set. Here is the Fancy Flourishes stencil, and here it looks like they have just done some ink blending. I can see some of the Picket Fence blender brushes up there, so they have just done a little bit of ink blending. I might mention, I'm pretty sure that I have one can of Pixie spray if anybody is interested in that, and I think I also forgot to mention the paper glazes are all $7 each. All right. Here is a sample with the Artsy Son stencil, and you can see I mentioned also the Ico girl. I wanted to include her because I have her and I think that's a really stunning card. There is another sample with the Artsy Son stencil. And I wanted to come here because this lady, this is MindyEganDesign.com on her blog. This is where we originally saw the using the paper glazes on the glitter paper. There you can see on the left is the black and the white. Cindy, why am I not surprised that you're getting the watercolor tree set? I would have guessed that. A good choice. So here are some of those. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at that with the white on white. How stunning is that? That's using that fancy flourishes stencil and the snowdrop white paper glaze. And that looks like it is done on some glitter paper. It would be great on the white glitter paper that we have here. Here we have the daffodil yellow on some yellow cardstock. There, that one must be the marigold orange, or it might be the peony pink. Hard to tell. I think it's the peony pink. And there you can see the greens, browns, and blues. Really, really pretty. Did want to show you one other because here is a sample using the paper glaze with the fancy flourishes stencil. She has used the daffodil yellow, and it looks like maybe she's used two of them, the daffodil yellow and the marigold orange a little bit there in the center, and done that on black cardstock with that fancy flourishes stencil. So really, really pretty there. All right, I'm going to kind of go over things here. If any of you had questions, if you need me to repeat prices on anything, go ahead and ask them now. I'm just going to kind of go over what you need to do if there's anything you want to purchase. If there's something that you saw that you would like to purchase, just go ahead and comment on this video. Tell me the name of the product or products that you want and comment sold. If this is the first time that you have bought something with us, from us, with our Facebook Live, after the video's over, go ahead and click on the send message button on our Facebook page and send us a private message with your email address. We'll use that to send you a PayPal invoice. And if you want your product shipped, go ahead and note in your message and say, please ship them. And yes, let me go back and show you that set that you are buying. This one here is the watercolor tree and bushes. You can see two separate tree stamps with multiple trees on them. This down here is the bushes or the ground, kind of depending on how you look at it. And then some sentiments, and the price on that is $20. So send me a message and I will send you a PayPal invoice. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, but some of you may have missed it, I am not going to send those invoices out until after we do our classroom clearance Facebook Live tomorrow on Sunday at 2 o'clock. Once we've done that, then I will go ahead and I can send you out a consolidated invoice for anything that you've purchased from our first video today, from this one, and from our classroom clearance tomorrow. Also, if you tell me that you want your product shipped, that way we'll just go ahead and ship them all together and save you a little bit of money on shipping. So I think if you don't have any more questions, that is going to do it for me. You can always go back and rewatch this video, and if you see something that you want or something else that you want, just go ahead and comment on here with the name of the products that you would like and sold. Then send me a message with your email address and tell me if you want it shipped. If you do want your product shipped, when I send you your PayPal invoice, you will have an opportunity to enter your shipping address at that time. So that is it. If you have any other questions, message me or email me, jen@inkpaperrubber.com. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of this beautiful day, and I will be back with you again tomorrow at 2. Goodbye.